Hey guys, this is Brandon's Baseball Blogs. We're going to be doing the sports interview with my friend Randy to discuss the All-Star Game, the history that Cal Raleigh made of being the first catcher in MLB history to win the Home Run Derby, and how the National League won on a swing-off against the American League. And also, we're going to discuss about SummerSlam, the first ever two-night, and we're going to talk about how we're even closer to the football season, and we're going to also discuss about the NFL season being close by, and also about how the Yankees and Red Sox have been doing this year, and about how they honored Hank Aaron, and how the Yankees just took a series against the Atlanta Braves. And my honest opinion, the Cal Raleigh news, when I saw him in the Home Run Derby, was awesome because he became the first ever catcher to win the Home Run Derby. And it's insane that it took this long to have MLB have a catcher win the Home Run Derby. He hit 59 home runs. It was awesome to see. Literally, Cal Raleigh is honestly one of the best young hitters in baseball. He's on pace for 66 home runs. Now, Aaron Judge literally is on pace to breaking his own record with 64 home runs. That's going to be awesome to see. And honestly, my opinion, it's really cool history that we saw. And the All-Star Game was really, honestly, the best. Even though I know Randy didn't see the All-Star Game, but literally, the All-Star Game is honestly the best because you get to see all the fans from all teams come along. And here's my friend Randy to discuss all the baseball history from the Cal Raleigh news, the Home Run Derby, and just everything that happened. Here's my friend Randy.
What's up?
So Randy, what do you think of the news? Cal Raleigh is the first ever catcher in baseball history to win a Home Run Derby, and it took this long to have a catcher win the Home Run Derby. And we also saw O'Neal Cruz, the young superstar that was moved from shortstop to center field, hit a home run over 513 feet in the Home Run Derby. And Cal Raleigh hit 59 home runs in the Home Run Derby. And we saw Matt Olson hit at least 13 to 15 home runs in the Derby and come close to advancing to the second round, even though he didn't, and he was the hometown player.
That's not bad.
What's your honest opinion about it took this long for a catcher to win the Home Run Derby?
It's about time.
And he is the first switch hitter to win a Home Run Derby.
It's a good accomplishment.
And what do you think of this? Cody Rhodes made an appearance at the Home Run Derby and gave Cal Raleigh a WWE Home Run Derby championship belt with his name on it.
Not bad.
And what do you think of this? That his son, Cal Raleigh, we found out Cal Riley's not son, but we found out Cal Riley's brother, who's 16 years old, got to catch him, and his dad got to throw to him in the Home Run Derby. And he won $1 million.
Not bad. If I had $1 million, I'll buy me a house.
And what do you think of this? The big history, the Red Sox finished the first half of the season with a 10-game winning streak.
Woohoo, Red Sox!
And what is your thought about this? That Derek Jeter literally made a prediction about his World Series picks, and he predicts the Yankees will make a bunch of trades, and the Yankees will win the World Series over the Chicago Cubs in 7 games. David Ortiz predicted Red Sox will win over the Dodgers or Phillies in 7 or 6 games. ARod said, because we're in July, it's a good thing we don't know who's going to be in the World Series. But ARod said he's predicting Yankees-Dodgers rematch and the Yankees win in 7 games.
Insane, dude.
Like, what's your thought of their predictions?
Crazy.
About Jeter saying Yankees over the Cubs and ARod predicting Yankees-Dodgers rematch.
That would be nice.
And what's your honest opinion on this? The Yankees, they took a huge series from the Atlanta Braves, and now they head to Toronto again to face the first place Toronto Blue Jays.
Insane.
And what do you think of this? The Red Sox are in 4th place. They're in the 4th wild card spot right now. But it's only July, and there's a lot, and the trade deadline's approaching. And do you think what Jeter said is true, that the Yankees will make a bunch of trades?
Oh, definitely.
And if you had to pick, do you think the Yankees are going to trade for Eugenio Suarez, who has over 35 home runs for the Diamondbacks this year, and he's a third baseman?
Who knows? But we were talking about David Ortiz, about the positivity, about the bombing in Boston in 2013.
Yep.
But we don't have to talk about the positivity anymore. But Mr. Big Papi, I have your last World Series jersey. It would be an honor if you could autograph it for me.
What do you think of David Ortiz when he said nobody can dictate our freedom, stay strong? When he says he doesn't want to be a leader.
David Ortiz, you're my hero.
And they're saying this.
Mr. Big Papi, please sign my last Red Sox jersey played in the 2013 World Series. Please, my hero.
And what do you think of this? The big news that just came out that Francisco Alvarez, after having a 181 average for the Mets, got sent down to AAA, is now rejoining the team after having 10 home runs and 10 at-bats in 10 games for the AAA minor league team.
Not bad.
And what do you think of this? The big baseball history that we're seeing is the Yankees finished the first half in 2nd place. And now they took a big series from the Atlanta Braves, and they are literally in 1st place, and they have this. No, they're in 2nd place, about to tie the Blue Jays, and this about the Yankees. They were down 5-0, and they came back to win by a score of 12-9.
Dang, that's crazy.
What do you have to say about that?
Insane, dude.
And what do you think of this? That the big baseball history that came out, the All-Star Game did this, made a humongous success tribute to big baseball hero Hank Aaron. And they did this. They honored him for his big home run that passed Babe Ruth, the great Bambino, with 715 career home runs, for the most in baseball.
Jeez.
And what do you think of it that the MLB did that big tribute to Hank Aaron at the All-Star Game?
Hank Aaron is a legend.
And what do you think of this? MLB did this big tribute to where they held up signs of people that are fighting cancer and the ones that they lost, and they call it Stand Up to Cancer, how MLB has been doing this for now 15 years.
Dang. Well, I just want to say this. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles player that passed away from that rare cancer, and I'm shouting out this to the family who lost their son, the husband, the father of the children. Hats off to the family, and figure out what this rare disease was, because He was only 38, and I remembered him when he won his first Super Bowl with Nick Foles against the Patriots.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
I remember that. And what do you think of this? That in baseball, also, they did this. They announced that, even though I don't agree with this, they're possibly bringing robot umpires to baseball.
Wait, they bring what to baseball?
Robot umpires.
Oh, heck no. They're ruining baseball, man.
What do you have to say to the commissioner, Rob Manfred?
Are you high or stupid? Robot umpires? Oh, we're dang straight going to the future now, homie.
And what do you have to say about umpires, though?
What's next? Flying saucers over the freaking baseball field?
I have no idea.
What's next? We're going to have aliens saying, "We come in peace."
And what do you think of this? That in their MLB announced they're investigating Eddie Perez, the third base coach for the Atlanta Braves, that did this. Did a hand motion by saying right here, telling his pitchers for the Braves, hit Jazz Chisholm in the head. And Jazz was telling him, act more mature. It's just a game. And this happened last night, and MLB is now investigating.
So, let me just say this. Shame on the third baseman coach. Jazz Chisholms, you are correct. It's just a game. We all know, yes, you MLB players and MLB coaches and third baseman coaches, whatever, you're getting paid millions of dollars to play this game, right? To be on the field, right?
Yep.
And you try to take out a player? Wow. I hope you lose your job and you get fired and you go to jail for trying to kill some person. Because you should be ashamed. You're getting paid $1 million just to be on that field. And you're trying to take somebody out?
Yep. And what do you think of this? Aaron Judge said, if you told me I was going to make the All-Star game for 7 straight times, I would have told you that you're crazy, Aaron Judge said. But he said you have to work your butt off to get to the All-Star game. And Max Fried returned to Atlanta for the first time since signing with the Yankees after spending 8 years with the Braves and winning a World Series with them. And Max Fried said he always will love them. And he says, it feels weird, but I love to be part of the Yankees organization too.
He's a great individual. He says you want to be part of the Yankees organization. He's a smart individual. But that would be a great rivalry with the Yankees and Red Sox if he joined the Yankees.
Yeah, and what do you think of what Aaron Judge said? That you got to work your butt off to get to the All-Star game, and that he thought you would have been crazy to tell him, oh, as a kid, you're going to make the All-Star game 7 straight times.
Well, Aaron Judge is a wise man. He gives the greatest advice. He's not wrong. You have to put hard work and dedication to your work.
Yep. And Aaron Judge made history today. 351 career home runs, the 6th most in Yankee franchise history. He tied ARod for that, and he's almost to 400 career home runs. And Aaron Judge said The Sandlot is his #1 favorite baseball movie.
He picked a good freaking movie, Sandlot.
And what do you think of the history that he tied ARod?
I mean, records are made to be broken. Like he said, after he said that one of his teammates was going to break his record, look what happened. He's breaking another record, ARod's.
Yep.
ARod, I respect you as a player, but I do not respect you as the steroids you use, but I respect you as an individual, dude.
And ARod did admit, and he apologized, and he said, I wish I never did it.
Apology accepted. At least he apologized and he owned up to it. That's a man.
After lying for a while. And apparently his kids and his wife told him, you should tell the truth.
See, at least his wife is a smart woman. I respect him, and I respect his wife. Here's the thing: I respect anybody's family, no matter the politics of sports. You know, there's like this is the thing. There's politics in sports and basically everything. Just because the politics in sports, like the husband is wrong for what he did, but at least his wife says, "Hey, at least his wife is wise as how ARod is wise as too."
Yeah.
He at least man up and apologized and said, "I'm sorry for using steroids." You know, that's a man in my book.
And honestly, I agree with what Randy said about how in baseball we are that literally you being honest and ARod apologizing for using steroids after lying for a little bit, but then he apologized and his wife told him to, his kids told him to, and at least he is being honest. And also, like Aaron Judge said, The Sandlot is the number one best baseball movie. My honest opinion, that is the number one best baseball movie. Second is Major League. And honestly, he is right. Randy is right about David Ortiz. He is a leader. Even if David Ortiz says he doesn't want to, David Ortiz, you will always be known as a leader. You helped Boston get through that horrible time in 2013, and you won the World Series that year. And you hit a walk-off grand slam and even hit a game-tying grand slam in that World Series. And also, it's awesome that we saw all this cool baseball history, and we saw how baseball honored Hank Aaron, the greatest baseball player in history that passed Babe Ruth. And also, my honest opinion about the robot umpires, it's so stupid. I understand that you're trying and you're testing out this theory, but literally get rid of it. Literally, robot umpires, that's going to ruin the game of baseball. That's going to ruin it. I love the pitching clock. It's making it go a little bit faster. I love it. But literally, I love it when the umpires and the players get into it. I love it when they argue and they say, oh, you're wrong about that. You're wrong about this. Oh, can you explain this? I love it when the umpires and the players interact. I don't like robot umpires. And we're going to also be talking about SummerSlam. Also, just what Randy said is true. About all this baseball history, his records are meant to be broken. When Aaron Judge said, oh, you got to work your butt off, that is true. I worked my butt off to make this baseball blogs page. And literally now we're almost to 5,000 followers. Go follow and go subscribe to our YouTube page. And also, literally it's just insane that literally Aaron Judge has been making so much history and he only focuses on the team. And honestly, that's the best thing you could do. And Aaron Judge is one of the best captains in baseball. Jeter's number 1, Aaron Judge is number 2, and David Ortiz is number 3. Literally Mets, just do this already. Name Francisco Lindor the next captain of the New York Mets. And they just retired David Wright's number 5 in Mets franchise history. Congrats, David Wright, on being named the captain and having your number retired as a New York Met. And he owned up to his mistake of not winning a World Series for the New York Mets. And here's my friend Randy to discuss SummerSlam.
I'll be your phone, dude.
So you were saying about David Wright.
So he had a not a long career because of the hard he does, but like he had a good season. So he put hard work, dedication, 0 steroids, 0. So that means that we have actual players that don't do that, and we have players that put hard work and dedication.
Yep, and he is a Mets Hall of Fame player. And David Wright had his number retired by a New York Met yesterday. Forever, number 5 will be retired by the New York Mets and will never be worn by any Mets player. And what do you think of this? David Wright announced during his retirement ceremony saying, I'm sorry to the New York Mets fan base for not bringing back a World Series championship back to Queens.
No matter what, David Wright was the number 1 player in my books. At least he made it to his first World Series and his only, and he at least hit a home run in that.
Yep. And how many times have you seen him play?
Every game. He only missed one season because the spinal thing. But like, that's the only reason why he missed a season.
And he said thank you to Stephen Cohen and his wife for bringing me back to have my last MLB appearance and career at bat for the New York Mets.
I respect David Wright. I had a David Wright jersey, but it doesn't fit me anymore.
Yeah. And
it was a St. Patrick's Day jersey.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think of this? The Mets retired his number yesterday.
He deserved it, 100%. No matter if you won a World Series or a championship or not, you deserve your championship to be your.
And he said retired. To the Mets fan base, "Don't make me cry because you're crying."
I love you, David Wright. You're my favorite Mets player.
And now we're going to discuss SummerSlam. So,
I love you, Daddy.
So, what do you think about SummerSlam?
Oh, I can't wait.
And what do you think of this? SummerSlam. It's the first 2-night special of SummerSlam.
2 nights? Oh, this is going to be a magical night.
What do you think of the matches that we have so far for it?
Oh, I'm excited.
What is your favorite match you're looking forward to?
Oh, Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. I just want to see Jade Cargill lose.
And what do you think of just like the Cody Rhodes John Cena sequel that we're getting?
Okay, so here's the thing. If Cody Rhodes win, Cody, you better give Roman Reigns his rematch.
And honestly, do you notice this? Everybody's saying Cody may be starting to turn heel.
I mean, he did put John Cena in a freaking table shot, though.
Yeah. I think he's just slowly starting to turn heel.
Yeah, I agree.
And what do you think of it? John Cena versus Cody. And they think John is starting to turn babyface again. And they think The Rock is going to return to SummerSlam.
Well, I was shocked that he's like, oh, I have a movie in the city, whatever, right? And
yeah.
then I'm like, no way that. So when Cody Rhodes was saying, it's a street fight, I'm like, damn.
Yeah. And what do you think of what John Cena said?
He's like, oh, next time, buddy. I'm like, the hell, you're a champion. I'm like, you should be a fighting champion, dude.
Yeah, and what do you think of this? We're getting Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre.
Wait, are we talking about Jelly Rolls on the stomach or the music artist Jelly Roll? Not a big fan of his music, but I like the music he did with my favorite band, Fall in Reverse.
He's one of my favorite country song singers. I like his song Liar, but what do you think of how we're getting RK Roll, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul?
Okay, so not a lot of people know, but Jelly Roll and Randy Orton are actually good friends. They're brothers.
Yep.
Randy Orton actually got Jelly Roll out of a funk that when he was getting in trouble.
Yep. And also, Jelly Roll has turned his life around a lot. And he said he doesn't like it when people mess with people he cares about.
He is not wrong.
And what do you think about how Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul are teaming up against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll at SummerSlam?
Well, there's a story that there's a thing that Jelly Roll is going to be an actual WWE superstar.
What do you think of it?
I mean, they did with Bad Bunny, so, I mean, that's pretty cool.
And what do you think of this? The match between Naomi, Rhea, and Io.
Get Mommy her title back.
True. But what did you think of that match that Io and Rhea had at Evolution?
I feel like Rhea should have won it instead of Naomi cashed in, which is legal.
Yeah.
It's legal, but
Yeah. And what do you think about the other match that we're gonna also get, which is CM Punk versus Gunther, and Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu.
Okay,
And Jimmy Uso is gonna be in Fatu's corner.
I thought it was funny that Solo got arrested on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And then they thought that was Jacob that, did the hit and run, but it's like...
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about the big match with CM Punk and Gunther?
Okay, so now that Seth Rollins injured, I feel like CM Punk's gonna win the world title.
And what do you think of that, finally?
I mean, okay, so the last time I saw CM Punk as champion was it was 2009, where he was world champion and he was facing The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell, lost it, and then he was WWE champion and he lost it to The Rock at the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Also, just to let you know, breaking news just came out from MLB. David Robertson has just signed a 1-year, $8 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. He is returning to the Phillies. I thought he was going to return back to the Yankees. And he hasn't pitched since 2023. What do you think of that? That he just signed and he's back in baseball finally.
Wow, I mean, that's crazy, though.
And what do you think of the match between Jacob Fatu and Solo?
I feel like Jacob's going to get his title back.
And what do you think Jimmy Uso is going to be in his corner?
That would be nice.
And what do you think of the other match that we're going to get in SummerSlam this year also with Tiffany Stratton and Jade, though? Like those two powerhouses.
I want to see Tiffany Stratton retain her title, though. That would be nice.
And what do you think of, in general, just like how Triple H has made it now the first ever 2-night, and just like how he created SummerSlam now?
It's nice.
And what do you think of how he's done?
Triple H, I love you as the owner of WWE right now. I didn't like Vince as the owner, to be honest. I didn't really like him.
Really?
As an owner. Nah, he was very corruptive. A lot of superstars were leaving because of him, and that's the main reason why Bray Wyatt was released, because of Mr. McMahon. Because Mr. McMahon... So here's the thing. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, had an undefeated streak, and it was to the point where they didn't want him to keep on being undefeated. So they gave the undisputed Universal Championship to Goldberg, which ended the Fiend's streak, while the Fiend had the most sold merchandise in WWE history. Mm-hmm. And they were stupid enough to make him lose the Universal Champion at Crown Jewel. It's insane.
Yeah. And what did you think of Gunther versus Goldberg as his retirement match?
Have Goldberg lose to Gunther? That was stupid.
Do you think Goldberg should have won?
Yes, 100%.
And what do you think of this now, that how Roman Reigns returned and started mouthing off at Paul Heyman, and now that literally he said, "I have never forgotten what you did," and literally how Paul was screaming, "No, no!" And then literally Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker thought they saw a ghost.
They did.
What do you think of that?
Taste of your medicine.
What do you think of that?
Insane.
About Roman Reigns finally returning.
I like it. I mean,
Yep. And I do hope he gets his championship back.
I mean, if Cody wins, I feel like Roman's definitely going to get a rematch because he never got a fair rematch.
Yeah, they were planning it, and then Kevin Owens kept telling them no. Now we're going to be discussing the big news that happened with the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver player, Rashee Rice. He's 25 years old. He has been sentenced to 30 days in jail. The judge allowed him to find a time or times to serve the jail sentence, and he is also required to pay the victims for their out-of-pocket medical bills and their expenses, which totaled to about $115,000. And he was driving his Lamborghini Urus SUV at 119 miles per hour. Like, dude, literally, you're supposed to be a leader and a role model, and you do this. At least you're owning up to your mistakes. At least you are. But literally, still, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be letting the money get to your head. And you're only 25 years old, and you pleaded guilty to 2 third-degree felony charges in collision involving serious bodily injury and for causing a highway bodily injury crash. Literally, me and my friend Randy are going to discuss this, and literally it sucks for the game of football. And he said this, "I am very sorry." And the Chiefs even said in a statement that they were aware of the reports of his sentence and that with it being on legal matter, we won't have a comment at this time. He and MLB said, no, he and football, the NFL said, sorry for that little mishap, said, we've been closely monitoring all developments in the matter which remains under review. And the league said in a statement, we will not make a comment about it. And he is subject to a potential suspension under the NFL's personal conduct policy. Here's my friend Randy to discuss his thoughts on it. But literally, it just sucks for the game of football. So Randy, what do you think about the whole situation?
It's insane.
Like, what's your thoughts of it as a football fan?
It's just ruining the game. It's ruining the game.
And what do you think about, like, that he's taking responsibility for it, though?
At least he's taking responsibility, but it's still ruining the game, though.
And what do you think that the NFL and the Chiefs have said they're not going to make a comment about it? Do you think they're doing the right thing or no?
Yeah.
And what's your honest opinion on this about, like, that he's 25 years old and he's already pleaded guilty and being sentenced to 30 days in jail with this 2 third-degree felony things?
Insane.
And what is your thought about it? Because you're a football fan. Because I want to know what your thoughts, because literally the fans want to know.
Well, I don't like Kansas City Chiefs, so I'm finally glad that a Chiefs player is going to jail for 30 days, but not because of it didn't matter, but it's the reason why I'm glad he's going to jail because he's owning up to his responsibility.
And what do you think of NFL saying he will probably have a suspension, a potential?
I mean, he's owning up to his responsibility.
And what is your thought about it? He's 25 years old and he has this now on his record.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, these young players choose to do stupid, idiotic things.
True. I understand that totally. And what do you think of this? Even though we don't talk politics at all in this sports interviews, but the president is honestly considering to bringing back the old Cleveland baseball team's name back and thinking about the Redskins name change also.
Well, here's the thing. Like, yes, I respect the Native Americans, but like, it should be honored. We're acknowledging them in sports history.
Yeah. And what do you think of the president actually considering it?
I mean, there's no point of changing it, though.
True.
I mean, look at this. You changed the Redskins, you changed the Indians' name, right? But what about the Blackhawks in the NHL?
That's true. That's true. And it looks like there's a sun shower happening here. And I want to say thank you for doing this sports interview. And this will be going up on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everything.
If you have a note, like, subscribe, comment, tap that post notification, and comment what you want us to talk about sports content.
Mm-hmm. And
Mr. Poppy, please sign my jersey. It would be an honor.